Welcome back to part 2 of what I consider some of the best entry points into fantasy nowadays. And we're just going to jump straight into epic fantasy. And I think one of the best places to start with that is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson's prose is incredibly approachable, which is kind of hard to find in fantasy sometimes. And so it's not something you're going to get bogged down in. And what Sanderson does so well and what he's known for are his incredibly intricate, yet simple, hard magic systems and his compelling plots. The magic system is incredible, and the uses are only limited to the user's imagination, which I love. And something else I love is the way it was introduced is exciting while also being natural. It flows from lore to plot, simultaneously building this incredible world while also explaining power dynamics and magic systems, all while you're just sitting there having fun. If you want a story about world-shaking implications while also having one of the best endings to any trilogy I've read, check this one out. Next, we're going to go back to another standalone, and this is going to be the cozy fantasy genre. So if you want to feel like you're getting wrapped in a warm hug, you should check out Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. The characters and the relationships, as well as the atmosphere and the world in general, have this incredibly quirky, whimsical, and ethereal feel. And a lot of that comes from the fact that Diana Wynne Jones doesn't get bogged down in a lot of heavy world building, so the mysterious, mystical element of the world is intact, while she builds that through the characters as well. If you've only ever watched the movie and you've enjoyed it, you should definitely check this book out. For the urban fantasy genre, I couldn't really decide between these two, so you get a little 2-for-1. We have Percy Jackson or the Dresden Files. So Percy Jackson is going to be the more YA version of this subgenre. It's a fantastic blend of Greek mythology and modern times, and Rick Riordan does a fantastic job of making you feel like it could truly be happening right now. If you're wanting a darker, more grown-up version of urban fantasy, then you should check out the Dresden Files. It starts with our main character, Harry Dresden, who is a wizard for hire and also a consultant for the Chicago Police Department. Vampires, werewolves, fairies, and wizards are all real, and with those sort of creatures and characters, there's a lot more darker storylines and more adult themes. Jim Butcher does a fantastic job as well of making this series seem incredibly believable. Lastly, we'll talk about our final standalone, and this one is a mixture of dark academia, historical fiction, and urban fantasy. And one of the things I love about it is it's also another one where the magic system is more naturally academic than it is aggressive. Babel by R.F. Kuang takes place in 1830s Oxford, at the height of the British Empire in the 17 and 1800s, and this book tackles a lot of hard topics, including what colonialism meant to a lot of civilizations around the world in the 17 and 1800s. This is not a light read. It's a book for somebody who wants fantasy to take itself seriously. But on a lighter note, this magic system is so fun. If you know another language, it's all based on etymology, and you can come up with your own pairings, which once you read it, you'll understand what that means. And it's fun to kind of think about, what would this pairing do? What magical effect would it have? And it's one that's kind of applicable to your everyday life, which is fun. If any of these piqued your interest and you want a more thorough breakdown, check out the related video and subscribe for more videos like this.